Hey, Lee here, and welcome to the pull list for January 9th, 2013, presented by LongboxRadio.com, of course. First up this week, we have a trade paperback here. This is Animal Man Volume 2 of the New 52 from Jeff Lemire. Really enjoyed the first one. Didn't pick up any of the single issues or none of that, so this is how I've been enjoying this book, and it's a good way to do it. Some great messed up art and stuff strewn throughout the book, so looking forward to this. I've also been reading Swamp Thing personally, so it's nice to see the other side of the story, what with the rot and stuff like that. So cool stuff. From Dark Horse Comics, we have Buffy the Vampire Slayer. This is number 17 from Andrew Chambliss. So there it is right there. Again, not a book I read. Girlfriend reads it. I just keep footing the bill. Action Comics number 16 from Grant Morrison. Kind of a neat storyline going on here. What now? It's quite messed up. I mean, very Grant Morrison of it to jump through time and space and whatnot. You got Superman being gripped by the neck there, so good times. The Second Death of Superman is called. So looking forward to it. Also from DC this week, Earth 2, number 8, of course, book I'm staying on. The Fury of Steppenwolf is coming at us. That looks like a very... If you saw that on the stands, it doesn't quite look like any of the other issues of Earth 2, but there it is all the same. Been enjoying that one, actually. Ferris, number 11. Great cover there. Of course, the art throughout's going to be awesome as well as it has been. Great little spin-off to Fables there, but pretty much plays out like... it's in the same universe. The writing's as strong. It's just taking a bunch of side characters and stuff like that. So really been enjoying this Rapunzel story they've got going on. It's neat stuff. So definitely check it out. Just get that back in there. Swamp Thing number 16, one of the last issues that Scott Snyder and Yannick Paquette, I believe, work on. But we get to see Swamp Thing kind of return to a ruined Gotham City, and we'll see what became of Batman, what became of Superman apparently in this issue, and this is Rot World Part 4. So there you have it. Finally, Infinite Vacation number... Holy crap, it's heavy. Nick Spencer and Christian Ward bring us issue 5 of Infinite Vacation, and it is a doozy. That's pretty much as thick as the Animal Man trade, actually, if you look at it. Tons and tons of book right there. Is there a poster in the middle or something? No, it goes like weird, like vinyl-y pages in the middle. Awesome. Okay, well, I'm going to have to go back and read... No, it folds out. Okay. Cool. I'm going to have to go back and read the first 4 issues to kind of remember what was going on here. If I remember correctly, compared to some of Nick Spencer's other books, it definitely sets the groundwork for this particular world a little better. If you haven't read Invocation or you don't know what it's about, it's set in the future. You can jump on an eBay-like app on your phone and jump into other alternate universes. So if you think your life sucks and stuff like that, and you got the dough for it, you can jump into some other life where you're, a super radical surfer dude that gets all the ladies, or a multi-millionaire or something like that. So cool stuff. In this one, it's a little bit of a murder mystery going on too. So really cool idea, well executed, fun book, and it's finally over. We've been waiting for this issue, I think, for well over 10 months now. So it's here. Mind the Gap. Cool book from James McCann, number 7 right here. One of the books I was very easily going to drop, but stuck on, and I'm very happy about that. At around issue 6 or 7, it really picks up and grips you to the point where you will be a fan. So whenever that first trade paperback is out, if it's out already, I highly recommend you read it. Jump on the single issues if you want something a little different from Image. So Walking Dead 106. What is there to say about Walking Dead? 105 kind of ended on a cliffhanger. Judging by the cover here, we're not going to see what happens with that cliffhanger, as is the pacing of Walking Dead. That's just how they work. So maybe 107, we'll see the conclusion to that one. But cool stuff. From Marvel, we got a pretty good stack here today. Avengers Arena, number 3 right there, from Dennis Hopeless. We also have Punisher Warzone, number 3, which is a book that's taking a very long time to come out. I believe it's one a month, but it seems longer for whatever reason. We got Frank Castle kind of getting the smackdown laid on him with Thor's hammer there, so not good times for him. Secret Avengers, one of the last issues I believe Rick Remender is working on, if not the last issue, actually, come to think of it. But there it is all the same. Super cool book. Again, one of those books I kept saying, once it broke away from having to be an event tie-in, it just got better and better. So, cool stuff. The piece de la resistance of the week, the Superior Spider-Man. Can't even speak, I'm so excited. Number 1 from Dan Slott, Ryan Stegman. So there it is, the controversial Superior Spider-Man. It's probably going to be the first book I read this week. Looking super forward to it. I like any time things get super messy. Just because only interesting things will happen in this book. Every page, everything that Octavius does as Spider-Man is going to be you're just going to be cringing. And you know, Peter will eventually come back and we'll have to work through all of it. So cool stuff. So there it is, Superior Spider-Man #1. Really, really cool cover, and I just like the Marvel Now setup of the books. It looks super cool. Thunderbolts #3. Finally actually caught up on this book. Read the other 2 issues. Kind of interesting. I don't know. I don't read a lot of Red Hulk myself, so I thought he was pretty by the book, but it seems like he's cool with just going around to other countries and murdering people. So I wasn't familiar with him. I didn't know that was his shtick, but interesting team at work here. It's not at all the Thunderbolts, aside from the moniker of the main character there. I don't know what became of the other Thunderbolts. I guess they're still going on as Dark Avengers, I suppose, but that could have really been this book. This could have been Dark Avengers and swap them because it would make more. Whatever, I'm done. Thor. We got #4 right here. This is coming to us from Jason Aaron. Super cool. You got badass Thor there sitting on the throne with an eye patch and one arm. Badass stuff. Another great Marvel Now book. Ultimate Comics X-Men, which I confused for Ultimate Comics Ultimate, based on the fact that the most prominent thing on the cover is Iron Patriot. But no, this is a Reservation X. We have what few X-Men remain in the Ultimate Universe being put on a reservation out in the desert. And they made a great discovery that could benefit all of mankind. So Tony Stark is there to kind of reap the rewards, I guess. And finally, I have Venom 28, which has been out for a couple months, but I totally missed it with all the Minimum Carnage tie and stuff. I guess I got issue 29, I got issue 27.1, no issue 28 for me. So there it is. So that's it for this week. That's a lot of books. So lots of stuff to read. We got cool new little designs on the pull list here. You might have noticed. We're gonna try to get the podcast going on a regular basis. If you haven't already, check out issue number 41, which is where we wrap up our best of 2012 and kind of get all the news out and whatnot. So we'll hopefully get you some reviews and stuff like this for these books in the next podcast. Until then, happy reading.